Hey, all you mechanical maniacs, how's it going? Hurst Quayzar here. Welcome back to another episode of Rot2Rad. That's where we go out to the junkyard, we find something that's rotten, we bring it back into the garage and make it into something somewhat radical. Alright, so this last episode, we put together this Elante Calope 2003 vanilla car, but it was like I had said before, this is one of the cars that really got me through on 2018. This car was a moneymaker for me on 2018. You could always fix it up and sell it for a decent price. Now, Ryan over at RPM Games gave me a good idea. I don't really drive these cars this much, so why don't we take this one for a spin, shall we? We'll take it out to the racetrack and see what we can do with it. Ooh, this might be a little fun. All right, let's see what we got here. Ready? Let's go. Now, according to Ryan, these cars actually handled pretty well too. Now, I will say that I've got a ton of I've got a ton of performance parts in this, so honestly, putting my throttle full into this is not a good idea because my rear end wants to come all the way around and be where my front end is. So yeah, this is I think if I had a better set of tires on it, something that gripped a little bit better instead of these street tires, if I had the slicks on here, I bet the slicks would do really good. Now, as far as cornering goes well, but it's the rear end. As soon as I put my foot into the throttle, the rear end wants to come right around. Oh, yeah. See, it seems like as soon as I put my foot in it, rear end just wants to swing around. So, but for the most part, the car does handle really well. I'm drifting a little bit. I took that entire corner, took every inch of that asphalt, that's for sure. So I try not to hit the brakes too much, because it slows me down too much, but oh, look at the time. Look at the time. A 1:43. Holy crap. That's probably one of my better times. Oh, we'll just bounce off that wall. Now, with that time, if I can keep this bad boy on the track, I might be able to put it down into the 130s, I think. Be the high 30s. And I can't keep a hold of it. This thing is just all over the place. And before you ask, yes, I did take it to the test track, test path, and I had the wheels taken care of. So yeah, the wheels are in good shape. Ooh, that wasn't good. Yeah, I am like all over the place because trying my best not to use the brakes. But man, I come up on those corners really quick. Remember, I put the Brimbos on here too, so they definitely help me stop. Now that could be another thing too. If I put the regular brakes on here, that might soften some of the braking a little bit. Never really thought about that. Some of you guys, if you can do a comparison check on the Brimbos and the regular brakes, maybe you can tell me if that is in fact true. Look at that. I am going to put it right into the 138. Look at that, 137.3. Ooh. Yeah, I think we're good. Wow, that was fun. Oh my goodness. All right, well, now to let you know. All right, so with every Rot2Rad episode, you vote at the very end to tell me if I should save it or if I should sell it. And all votes were tallied, and we only had one holdout that told me to sell it. So yeah, everyone else told me to save it. So yeah, this bad boy is going to go into my parking area. So let's go ahead and send her to parking. There we go. Which leaves me with the idea that, hey, I need to go find myself another junk car. So let's get to the junkyard and see what we can find. All right, let's see what we have out here. Okay. So we have the standard Salem Karan vanilla car, over 150,000 miles, and that's one of my things. Has to be over 150,000 miles. Now the standard BMW M4, we have done this before, but that's not even going to be one. And that's another one. I don't want to do one I've already done. I try to do different ones every time. We have done the 300 SL. This is a gasser version I was trying to put together. It's not completely done. It's a config though. There's a hot rod at 166. Kind of a funky little hot rod in it. What do we have here? This is a vanilla car, but it's a standard Zephyr L series. It's like the big old Lincoln, man. What's the price? Okay, 137. So it seems like I've been hitting a lot of vanilla cars here lately because the last 2 episodes were vanilla cars as well. Okay, so that could be a contender. This is another Street Hunters Corvette. I did do the Street Hunters Corvette a few episodes back. This is my configuration of the Pro Stock Bolt Hornet. This thing is basically a terror on wheels. Dom Toretto Plymouth Roadrunner. We have done one of those. Another stock GTS R. It's 177,000 miles, so that wasn't even a contender. So that's one of the things. It has to be under 150, one I haven't done before, and I can't keep the same color. BMW 850, we just did one of those not too long ago. DeLorean, standard, right over 150,000 miles, so I'm not going to take that back to the shop. Satsuma, 188. I want to get my hands on one of these, man, because this is my summer car right here. This is my summer car. I'd love to get my hands on this and build it. 209. Okay. It looks like I'm gonna go back Liberty Walk. We have done that one. I'm pretty sure I did. I don't have my list in front of me. Ford Fiesta we've done. Volkswagen Bora back there we've done. Yeah, we've done like the Typhoon type looking. We haven't done Typhoon, but 237. That's not going to be entertained in the garage. We have one of these sitting out front, the Street Sweeper. So we have done one of those. This is another one of those. No, it's a road cruiser. This is a Luxor Bowen. 185,000 miles, so that's not going to work. Mustang, an older Mustang, which I know it's going to be over 141,000. That's not too bad. 141,000. Another vanilla car there. What is this? I think we've done this before. Yeah, McLaren M8B, 165,000. This is a Camaro looking standard boat roulette 216. So, and a Hoonigan, we've done one of those. And we have, this appears to be the track version, 131. Okay, so actually the lowest one that looks like it might be interesting to build would be our Lincoln looking car back here. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this, but I think we're going to give it a shot. Running in at 137, like one was 117. I think, what was 117? I think it was my Pro Stock back here was 117. Now it's 124. The Dom Toretto Special was 117. But we've done both those cars, so we haven't done this one. So we're going to take this one back to the shop. Yeah, it's another vanilla car. I can't believe I'm doing another vanilla car, but yeah, I guess that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, so let's accept it. Let's take it back to the garage. And then let's jump back there and see what we can do with this bad boy. Alrighty. I hate to say it, boys and girls, but I can see this thing with a set of 20s on it. This thing is huge. This thing is huge. Okay, let's go ahead and strip down anything we don't need on it. Take everything off that we don't need. Nope, we don't. Let's see, anything there? Nope, fender. We don't need to wash anything we don't need. So we're going to trash all that. Is that a headlight there? Nope. 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 Okay. Looks like we've got everything. Let's go into the interior and go ahead and rip the interior out of here. Yes. Alrighty. Now, let's send this over to the car wash and give her a bath because this thing is in bad shape. Now, for the most part, when we give these things a bath, we want to make sure they're nice and clean because we want to get rid of all the rat's nests that are in there, right? So we want to get rid of all that. So let's go ahead and do the interior as well. Okay, she has a nice dark gray interior, which gives me like a dark gray and silver, which gives me just a blank slate. Ooh, that window. That really gives me a blank slate as far as what we can do with it. I'm really kind of excited actually about this car. So let's put her on the shop floor here. All but only one tire left on it. That's interesting. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Let's see what size tire is that anyway. That is a 15. So yeah, I can definitely see in the future a set of 20s. Yeah, I think so. I think we could do that. I think this car has the capability of fitting a set of 20s underneath there without too much of a problem. I don't like the color though, so that's a good thing that we don't have to keep it this color. And that's the one thing that we do is we're not going to keep it this color. That's for sure. All right. Kind of like pretty cool. I kind of like that oval window there. All right. So what were the colors? This is the regular color here. We had white, black, and a blue. So we could have painted it a blue as well, but I'm not even sure I want to do that. I think I don't know. I might go with I don't know. I just don't know. I'm going to go ahead and raise her up in the air. I usually take care of the rear end first, but we're going to take care of the front end here. I'm going to rip it apart and take all these parts, get them repaired or replaced. I'll replace them actually. And then I will be back in a few minutes and we'll put this thing together. And you'll have a better idea of the coloring that I'm going with on this. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I have decided on the color of the underneath. It's going to be a blue. I kind of figured, you know, it's like a Mercury, a Lincoln Mercury type of car. So the engine block is going to be like this color right here. So I decided to go with this color right here. We're going with the full custom suspension up here up front. And they do look like the colors are just a little off on these things. Man, I hate that when it's off like that, but that isn't, right? That's all right. So we decided to stick with, typically I go with the white shocks with the chrome caps. I went totally black this time, totally black with the yellow, and I mixed it up with the yellow too. The yellow is actually a brighter yellow than I usually use for the springs. So I thought that looked pretty good too when I was messing around with the colors in the paint shop. Like, yeah, that looks pretty good. I went with kept with the custom steel hubs. So we kept with those typical wheel bearings. We went with the drilled and slotted brakes along with the brake pads. And these, let's see how these going to look on here. Yeah, these look about, let's see. Yeah, it's not too bad off, so I don't think I think it's fine. No need to get into a whole lot of mess on that. Let's go ahead and build this up. Did I get that bearing over there? I think, or that bushing, I think I did. We'll see here in a minute. So yeah, I had a really hard time trying to figure out colors for this. And I'm thinking, well, you know, I'm thinking engine build. I'm thinking, okay, well, it's a nice blue, Ford blue. I'm thinking that would be the ticket for it. So it is like a Ford blue. But hopefully, I know you guys are like, not big avid Ford fanatics, but I'm hoping this will kind of sway you into saying, hey, you know, I kind of like this car. Maybe you can just keep it there. Don't know if it'll happen or not. I guess we will see. And that's all part of the Rot2Rad. Remember, at the very beginning, I kept the car because of your votes. So that's what this is all about. You get to share your voice in what I get to keep in my garage. So if it doesn't look suitable to you, then by all means, let me know that I should sell it. And if you think I did a pretty good job on it, by all means, let me know, and I will keep it. But yeah, that is the name of the game here. So save and or sell. And I see already we got disc brakes in the back of this. So that's not good. I don't like our drum brakes. I hate drum brakes. Don't like them on here. That's all right. We'll figure it out. Now we've got a several piece rear end. This is a TK mod right here. A lot of people got this confused with the regular car mechanics simulator stuff, but this is a TK mod right there. And man, it is a game changer. It can be a game changer for the rest of some of these mods using this rear end. This is it's absolutely phenomenal. And I love it. I love using it. I'm sure there's an update for it. I have not looked yet. So yeah. Let's go ahead and take that out. Take the pinion out. Take the bearing out. Take the rear end out. All right. We've done all that. And let's go ahead and take the transmission out. We don't really need that. And yeah. All right. Let me get these... take that real quick. All right, let me take care of these in the shop, and I'll be right back, and we'll put this thing back together. All right, now the building begins for the rear end here. Oh, my goodness. I think I've got all the parts. There was a lot of parts missing on this bad boy. We decided to go chrome with the plate and with the U-bolts. So just a little bit of chrome back here on these two pieces. And decided to go with, that probably should have... Let's see, do you even see that? You really don't see that. I was debating about actually painting that or chroming it, but you really don't see it. So I guess it would have been okay not to do that. I know what I forgot now. I forgot the drums. That's what I forgot. I forgot the dang drums. I knew I forgot something. I just couldn't forget. I couldn't remember what it was. All right. Shock absorbers. Basic black. There we go. Inside here, I've got to get all this stuff taken care of. Pinion. There we go. Nice painted inside of this. That way the oil can not stick to the housing and stay on the gearing itself. You always want to keep these gears well lubricated. Decided to stick with the chrome rear end as well. So yeah. Always like one of those. I'm always liking the chrome piece on the rear end, that chrome differential cover. Okay, with that in play, we got the brake drum. Decided to go with the black on that as well. Did we get that one? Yes, we did. We did not get this piece here, so let's go ahead and grab that while we are here. Oh, shopping list. Let's get the... I forgot to grab that while I was in there. I knew it. I knew I needed to get it, but I just didn't. Just got sidetracked on a lot of different things. I get sidetracked on so much stuff. As you may not know, this is my second go round for this week's Rot2Rad. My first one I recorded, and typically, I think there's been a time or two that I've recorded or went through the motions and forgot to hit the record button. Well, this time around, I forgot to hit the unmute button on my microphone. So there was like no verbal aspect from me whatsoever. Nothing but game noise. And yeah, as much as you guys may prefer that, I did not. So I was like, crap, I've got to do it again. I've got to do another Rot2Rad tonight. So this is what we have, is this Rot2Rad. The other car that I had in the Rot2Rad series I will tell you, was I thought was kind of cool. It probably had its could have been a little different. But honestly, if I were to be a betting man, you guys probably would have told me to sell it anyway. So, you know, it's all good. It's really all good. I just could not believe that I did that. But then again, I could. We're going to stick with the basic interior on this thing. Going to get the leather seats, the black and gray. I'm good with it. I'm not good with that steering wheel. So yeah, like as always, I got to change that out. And it doesn't even matter which steering wheel it is for me. But I do have my preferences. Like I like the Bandit. I do like the wheel 8 here. My particular one is wheel 7 here, which is my my go-to all the time. So yeah, we are going to, let's see if this works out okay. I'm not going to paint the seats this time around because I think the black and gray on the inside look really good with this. I'm hoping that steering wheel looks okay, right? Oh no, it does not look okay. Wow. Yeah, that's not cool. All right, let's regroup. Let's see here. Let's find ourselves another steering wheel. The Zephyr steering wheel may be the one I have to go with. So that's not working. We'll take the Bandit. Let's try the Bandit wheel. I like the Bandit wheel as well. So, no, that's not what I wanted. Not the car. Okay, let's see if that one's any better. Yeah, that one's definitely better than what it was. Yeah, definitely. All right, parts, parts. The car itself. Let's go ahead and grab body workstation. Now, Zephyr series. Hang on. Do we have body tuning for the Zephyr? Do we have anything for the Zephyr? Doesn't look like it. Son of a gun. Yeah, another car that doesn't have any tuning parts for the Zephyr. Wait a minute here. Got the Bowen in here. Big ass car. Wow. You're kidding me, right? I am. This is, yeah, the Zephyr. Wow. Nothing. I'm upset. Okay, well, crap. I was hoping to put some stuff to it. Alright, well, I guess the basic stuff is what we're going to do. We're going to buy up all these pieces. Sorry, gang. It's going to be a basic setup on body parts. But that's okay. We are going to make up for it somehow, some way, in the way it gets painted and the wheels I put on it. Let's hope for the best on that, because you guys can be pretty critical sometimes, man. But hey, that's what this thing is all about, and that's why I put this thing together, was to, you know, oh, I think that's in there already. To have fun with this and have you guys interact with it in some way, shape, or form, and that's I think this was probably a good way of doing that. All right, windows are going to get tinted, so that's not a big deal. This is a big old car. I used to have a 72 Impala, man. A 72 Impala, and the trunk was like this big, right? Boom, you open that bad boy up, and you can stick 4 people in the back. How do I know? Well, I had friends, and we would go to the drive-in theater. If you knew what a drive-in theater is. Now, that's what, if you guys know what that is, please put a comment down below. I'd love to know that you know what that is. But it was $5 a carload, right? So we could stick like, I had a bench seat up front. So like we could stick 4 people up front, maybe even 5. 4 or 5 in the back seat sitting across. I put 9 and 4 in the back. Easily. Comfortably. It was crazy. So yeah, we got our money's worth when we went to the drive-in, that's for sure. All right, we are going to pull the motor out of here. And we're going to rebuild a new one. Let's see. Do we have any options here? We do have some options. I am thinking the V8 Ford Cobra Jet 429. That's what I'm thinking about putting in here. Cobra Jet. The supercharged will come. The supercharger comes to the hood. We have the 446 pack, the Hemi, small block 302. Because this is a Lincoln-ish kind of car, I think I'm going to go with the Cobra Jet with a 429. So that's what we're going to put in it. We'll go ahead and yank this thing out. Front exhaust pipe. You mean I got to remove? You got to be kidding me. I didn't know we had to remove these. Now, I knew the ones... Man, you're kidding me. All right. Let's remove them. See why. Okay. Engine's out. We're going to go play with the engine. We're going to put some of this. We're going to tidy up the engine compartment here real quick. And I'll be back in a few. All right. All right. I'll catch you when we get done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the engine done, and we're going to put that boy in there and take a look at this. It is the 429 Cobra Jet, right? I did a little bit of paint work to it, not a whole lot. A little bit of chroming here and there, and as you can tell, we've got all the stuff in here that needs to be taken care of. All the little incidentals underneath the hood. Radiator, power steering, fuse block got done. We did do, if you take a look here, we did do the Ford on top of the battery, just as a you know, a tip of the hat to the Ford Motor Company, because this is a Zephyr. This is like a big Lincoln car, so hoping I put enough of I put everything I could into performance parts to give this bad boy some oomph, because it does have a lot of, I mean, this car has a lot of girth. Let's be honest. This is a beastly car. This and the Lexar Bowen is another beast that I might be able to get a hold of. When I get a hold of that, that's going to go pink if I ever get one of those. Listen right here, though. Let's see, we got that. Oil. Let's see, I did do oil. Brakes. Okay, this should be it for that. Now, let's go ahead and throw her up in the air. That engine kind of fits in there right nice, too. Go ahead and put in the exhaust system that I had. Need the gearbox. So let's get that. And let's see here. Let's go ahead and get the drive shaft. Should have to get a starter. So let's get starter V8. Then the gearbox. I don't know why I get these particular gearboxes. I never tune them. I never like take it out on a track and really tweak them. I should do that. Now I did do like a video of that for my 2018 series for tires and transmissions. Spent a little bit of time swapping tires around, tuning the transmission. Right there. So yeah, I did do a lot of, spent a lot of time doing that. So if you want to check that out, that'd be great. Okay, so now let's see if I can get rid of this. If I trip over it. All right, so for the most part, this is what I wanted to do, guys. I wanted some beefy tires up front, and I wanted something that looked good. So what I ended up doing is getting these. These are the Zondas, and I made them the rear for all 4 of them. Why, you ask, is because they have just that little bit more of an indent as far as a deep dish tire. I chromed them and went with an 80% chrome on them. And yeah, and I had to go with an 18. Went with an 18 because a 20 was just too damn big. I'm just telling you, it did not look right. So I did not put them on here. Now I went with a 295 up front on the 18s. Give it a little bit more space for turning radius. So yeah, that's what I went with that. 295 on the front, a 335 Big Bertha on the back. So yeah. Yeah, I did test fit them just to make sure they did test and line up right. So check this out. Check out just a hair, and look how much meat is underneath there, man. It's just beefy. All right, let me go grab a plate. I've got an alternator in my inventory that I thought I was going to need, so I bought it, you know, so that didn't work out to my benefit. Okay, let's go ahead and sell that off. Let's go ahead and dump you down. We are going to tint the windows on this, and we are going to move you over to 1. Always, I'm going to use it. I like the black. I always like the black. I'm going to tint them up to 60%. $400 to tint. There we go. Now I'm going to run this over to test path, and then I'll meet you over to paint booth. All right? Be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the paint booth, and man, this thing just about does not fit. Look at this. It's huge. It's huge. All right. I don't have necessary parts. Of course I don't. Now, I was going to go with, there we go, like this very bright baby bluish color, right? I just thought, wow, that is just a killer blue. But I do like what I did for underneath to have it just look good here. So let me get to a gloss. Let me get a metallic going. Because I like this blue. This just looks good. Why don't my headlights paint? I don't understand why the headlights don't paint. That's interesting. Huh. Interesting indeed. Do they not? Oh, well. Yeah, okay, there we go. Wait a minute. Weird. Okay. We'll see what happens. So I'm thinking I'm going to go with this metallic blue color, even though it's kind of like blue all the way around. I think it's really pretty. I think it'll look really good. I could go into even darkening this thing up a little bit more. Go down to about a 45, like a deeper metallic blue. I think that would work. Okay, so let's go ahead and paint it. Let's see if the headlights get painted. That'll be interesting if those don't get painted. So it just does actually go, yeah, the headlights don't paint. Let me see if I can paint the headlights separate. That's weird. No, it says it's blue. Huh. No. Okay, let me try put them back in. Yeah, there you go. I don't know what the deal was with that, but they didn't want to paint. Wow. Interesting. All right, but we still have this really, look at this, is a very nice colored blue. Goes good with the interior too. And if you pop the hood, of course you got the whole blue underneath. It's just, in my opinion, this looks really, really cool. So let's move you over to the dyno, and let's see what kind of numbers we can throw down on this thing. We do have a custom carburetor in here. So let's go ahead and see if we can tweak this thing up a little bit. Well, that didn't work. Okay. So, yeah, I think this is probably more difficult than the others I've dealt with. Ah, I was so close. Okay. Let's go -1. Can I pair you two up? Yeah, so that's not going to work. Okay, so -2 +2. Oh, okay, there we go. It's only a 3% increase, but that's okay. It's only a single carb. So, yeah, that should be working. All right. All right, let's see what kind of numbers we got. Okay, 614, 723 foot-pounds of torque. A high C. That's pretty cool. I don't know how much higher I could get with that outside of probably throwing a pair of slicks on the back of this. It's huge, huge beauty. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Have ourselves a nice Zephyr with a 429 underneath the hood. All decked out with the black and gray interior. We did go with a light blue underneath. So you tell me, what do you think? Should I save it or do I sell it? I hope to hear from you very, very soon, and I will talk to you all later. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up for a like. And if you're not a subscriber, hey, consider subscribing as well. Until the next time, this is Hurst Quayzar saying good night, everyone. I am out.